Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. Today we're going to be talking about Shiba Inu and what a long way this token has come since my last video. My predictions and all the videos that I made have been very accurate in the past based on what I think Shiba Inu would do and its success. So here I'm again talking about it, and we're going to mention, is this a good buying opportunity right now? We'll go over the chart later in this video. None of this is financial advice, of course, but we did see about a 40% drop from the high. So this is now getting to be a pretty significant drop. Anything in pretty much any cryptocurrency around a 40 to 50% drop is a fairly big, pullback. And obviously some might even call that a crash. I would call it more of a pullback in cryptocurrency. And this could be a really good buying opportunity. I personally am leaning towards that opinion. I'll explain why. And like I said, this is not financial advice, but of course a 40 to 50% drop in sort of a mainstream cryptocurrency needs to be taken seriously as a potential accumulation area, especially if we start stabilizing like we did back here. But like I said, let's not worry too much about the detailed chart right now. We're going to talk a little bit about the token that has made a long way to the top, up at the 11th spot, and a market cap of $29 billion, right? This is a coin that has truly climbed up the leaderboard, and here we are now being one of the biggest and most well-known cryptocurrencies, even amongst the most newbie cryptocurrency people out there. Now, the SHIB token has a market cap of, like I said, around $29 billion. We're going to look at the more detailed chart, less detailed chart here, sorry, where we're really seeing a kind of a similar pattern to what we had here after the spike. The question is, since we are still pretty much in full bull market territory, could we see a pretty quick, V-shaped bounce and just break up higher towards a new high? It's possible. And also, I wanted to mention, Shiba Inu is now on pretty much every big exchange, so it has more volume than ever before. And, like I said, I mean, this is a cryptocurrency that's everywhere and known by everyone. Also, a quick shout out to my sponsor, Femex. If you're interested in trading or investing in cryptocurrencies, they have pretty much the cheapest fees around, even cheaper than Binance. And they also have futures contracts trading on a whole bunch of cryptos. So if you're interested in that and look at the amount of volume they have, they wouldn't be having this amount of volume if they weren't a great exchange. I highly recommend you check them out. Link in the description of this video. Now, with that being said, I wanted to go over a few interesting news pieces about Shiba Inu. And, this one right here mentions that they are now added to the Gemini exchange, that they're very happy that they added the token. And we also see that they said that they believe these tokens will provide value to their users, and they'll continue to support these type of, DeFi projects, etc. Now, SHIB is a token that, if we look at the website, right, they have the Shiba Inu token. They have some side tokens that are kind of related to their ecosystem. They have Shiba Swap, which was, one of their big things that they were, previously about to launch, that they have now launched, and pretty much successfully launched, by the way. They also have, a few other things like the Shiba Incubator and their reward system, etc. Now, of course, as they mentioned here, right, they are a very, very big community in the crypto space, one of the biggest. They're so big, in fact, that they, made a petition to get on Coinbase, etc. And also, here you can see the Robinhood COO that kind of praised Shiba Inu because they got a huge amount of people that signed up for their crypto wallet waitlist. And what's even more interesting with this is the fact that Shiba Inu has gotten the attention of these major exchanges like Robinhood, right? In my opinion, Robinhood is absolutely going to add Shiba Inu. It's just a matter of time. So as you can see here, right, the COO said that, they prioritize the platform's safety over short-term gain in terms of listing new tokens, but, seem to like Shiba Inu in the sense that she said that one of their favorite things in response to being asked to Shiba Inu is seeing the community around these coins really engage with them and let us know what they want. Now, if that isn't a indication of them potentially adding that coin, I don't know what is, right? It seems pretty obvious that they would want to have this coin on their platform. They made a lot of money and did very well by having Dogecoin. No one would really think or expect Robinhood to have added Dogecoin back in the day, but yet there it was. And so I think it's absolutely feasible for Shiba Inu to be added to Robinhood. So I think that is pretty obvious to me personally. Now, they said that like I said, they prefer based on more long-term thinking instead of short-term game rushing out products. So that might not come just yet, but within a matter of a few months and definitely probably within the next year, Shiba Inu will be added to Robinhood. And at that point, it'll be pretty much on every big exchange in the world, right? Now, what's interesting here is Shiba Inu has some really, really smart and, some might say lucky, some might say it was just the planning of the project, but they have a terrific tokenomics of their token, right? In fact, what you'll see here is that they started off with quite a big supply. Uh, their founder, Ryoshi, locked 50% in Uniswap, right? And then burned the other half to Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin for safekeeping. What we saw is, Vitalik Buterin actually gave away half of the tokens that he had received, and then the other half he just sent them to a burn address. So, right, he removed those tokens from circulation. And what that means is that, there's a huge amount of the total supply of Shiba Inu that is, as they say here, right, 40% of its total supply is burned to a dead wallet, right? And that does ensure, in my opinion, and like they mentioned here, their long-term success and stability. So, what's really interesting here in terms of their tokenomics, etc., is the fact that they have a huge amount of tokens that are locked away. And obviously, this is a popular coin. People want to hold this coin. More advanced people, also more newcomers to the space. And since the supply is so limited, right, it really makes Shiba Inu much less of a joke when you realize that honestly, what I would consider a majority of its supply is actually locked up, right? The reason why I say that is because some of the people are staking this coin. A huge amount of the supply has already been burned, and of course there are just a lot of holders that'll hold this for the long term, which means that when you do all the math right, well over 50% of the supply could actually be locked up for long-term holding. And we already know that basically 50% of the supply is literally burned, so will never be in supply ever again in the first place. So that really shortened down the pool of actual Shiba Inu tokens available on the market. And like I said, since this is such a popular and widely recognized cryptocurrency, that could really cause even more of a price squeeze to the upside, right? Just going through the project here, showing you all the different little things they have. And what I will show you on the chart here, going back to the chart, right, we can see this 40%, around 40% price drop just at current levels right now. One thing that I want you to consider is, since this is a 40% price drop, if you were to buy at this level, right, and we went back to the high, that's actually an 80%, right? We always have double of the price drop. So an 80% price increase to get back to the high. Now, that's a pretty big move, right? And that is just to get back to the high, where if we were to go back to the high, we would probably be able to push above that even. Now, of course, Shiba Inu is a hype coin at the end of the day. It is very based on hype. This entire move was based on hype, but that's not a bad thing, right? We're seeing a whole industry and a type of token that actually has done extremely well based on hype alone, right? The hype coin category. And, it shouldn't be taken as a joke. We may literally have ETFs that track these type of coins, and Shiba Inu will most likely be one of them, along with Dogecoin. So, it's not a one needs to win all of them, right? They can all go up together here. Now, you may still be worried about a bigger pullback, right? We haven't really had that much of a pullback throughout this entire run-up. This is the first main one. And, it is already around a 50% pullback, which means that is pretty typical in the crypto space during a bull run before moving back up higher. So, to be honest, right now, I don't really see any reasons why Shiba Inu would necessarily drop more. We have a huge amount of support right around here. at that 3,500 level. Of course, you keep in mind the zeros that are in front of that, but right here at this level, there's a lot of support. So I don't really see us moving back below this, to be quite honest. And that's even if we were to see a bigger drop in the crypto space, which would push Shiba Inu lower. If that doesn't happen, I really do expect us to, at worst stay somewhat flat, but really, with some up and down price action, pretty quickly get back to moving higher, right? As soon as cryptos, and keep an eye on Dogecoin as well. If Dogecoin starts pushing higher, I feel like Shiba Inu might push higher as well. Or they kind of tend to follow each other with a little bit of time difference sometimes. But the idea is that as we push new all-time highs on Bitcoin, that we're going to start to see Shiba Inu move back higher, and then once we reach these higher levels, we can really expect a sharp move higher that would push us above the all-time high. And also, we're going to look at how high was the market cap at the highest price level. It was at $41 billion in market cap. Of course, people even look at this market cap right now and thinks it's tremendously high. But, why could Shiba Inu not be a $100 billion market cap cryptocurrency? It's a very popular coin with an extremely small circulating supply now. That I think people are really overlooking that. Some people might think that I'm wrong on that. I can tell you that's not the case, right? There's not many coins out there that have such a limited supply. Bitcoin might be somewhat comparable because a lot of coins have been lost, etc. But for a newer coin like Shiba Inu, you're not going to find cryptocurrencies that have so much of their supply that are cut out, etc. So very bullish on Shiba Inu. Like I said, make sure to check out my sponsor, Femex. Link to them in the description of this video. Check out my technical analysis master course, and make sure to follow me on the Right Trader Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe and have a great day. I'll see you next time.